Jackson C3497977, Entrepreneurial Marketing. I've looked at an organisation that I believe to be using entrepreneurial marketing techniques and how to successfully implement them, and created a 5-minute vlog to represent this.
So first of all, I gathered 4 different definitions of entrepreneurial marketing from different sources and highlighted and identified keywords before creating my own definition of what I believe entrepreneurial marketing to be. Over time, it showed how much the definition has developed from a simple sentence back in 1941 to a detailed and thorough understanding today. So the organisation that I believe to be using entrepreneurial marketing techniques is North Star Coffee Roasters based in Leeds. I've provided some research around how North Star Coffee Roasters' idea was created before forming in 2013, and from the start the entrepreneurial spirit has been visible, and here are some recent examples of entrepreneurial activities by North Star Coffee Roasters. So the first entrepreneurial marketing technique that I identified North Star Coffee Roasters to use is direct selling. I've carried out some research into what direct selling is and found that North Star Coffee Roasters have used direct selling effectively and entrepreneurially since opening their North Star Academy in 2016. The North Star Academy sells courses for all coffee lovers from beginners to experts and directly sell their service to the customer by providing different levels of courses to improve their knowledge of coffee in exchange for certificates, knowledge and qualifications. So here I provided some of the courses that are available from North Star Coffee Roasters. So as you can quite clearly see, they've identified this as being quite a high-end service by pricing them particularly high. You're looking at £240 for the high-end course and £70 for the cheapest course. So by pricing them so highly, the next thing I looked at was, if they're charging such a premium price, then how well are they implementing this service? So when I went on the website, I could instantly see that 2 of the courses had actually sold out, including the £240 Sensory Skills course, which makes you think that if the course is selling out over a week before it's meant to actually take place, and they've been running for 18 months, that they could be implementing this rather well. However, I didn't stop there, as this didn't really tell me how successfully the service is actually implemented. So I then logged onto the social media account and found them on Facebook, which I'll discuss further in detail later on in my vlog. So when I clicked on the reviews, I was gathering positive feedback from customers giving 5-star reviews and recommending to friends. But I also identified the fact that a review from back in December and one 6 months later in June were both filled with positive feedback. So the next entrepreneurial marketing technique I identified was social media. So I've provided a definition of social media at a basic level and shown how it's developed over time. I've also found a Mintel report which highlights the most popular social media networks, and Facebook and Twitter were both in the top 3, which led me nicely into looking into North Star Coffee Roasters accounts on both forms. So after finding both accounts were very active on social media, I then looked again into how we'll implement this. So I provided some examples of the replies they've responded to within the past fortnight and identified an example of relationship marketing where it's allowed them to exceed customer needs by providing plug sockets at their stores. So as well as this, I found that they work quite well with other companies, in this case lead stock, on Twitter, by retweeting and referring people who are looking for lead stock themselves. So after this, I came across a bad review on Facebook from a difficult customer and identified the fact that they were replying detailed, helpful paragraphs at almost midnight and trying to solve the problem really shows that they are implementing social media very successfully. So for the final part of the vlog, I've looked at recommendations on how they could improve their entrepreneurial marketing activities. So I've looked at they could maybe look at opening a Snapchat account and linking it to the source where they actually get their coffee from, back in Neri, where they source the coffee to add a more personalised edge to the product and service. So the account can add videos of the Arabica beans being produced and show the relationships of the workers over there. So as well as this, I've looked at, they could possibly look at the idea of live videos through Facebook and Instagram, which have become very popular in the current social market. So they could look at videos of workshops in order for the viewer to engage and get involved while they're at home. So it could show ways in which to make different patterns in the top of the drinks, just little things like that can again just add a personal edge to the experience. And by doing this, I believe they'd be adopting another entrepreneurial marketing technique in relationship marketing, which focuses on customer loyalty and the long-term customer engagement. The end of my entrepreneurial marketing activity vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.